Hello everyone and welcome back to another video log. As of this week, weather was amazing as for Swansea as it is. Anyway, Tuesday, it was very mixed bag for Tuesday as the first lecture of maths was, well, simple, yet a bit infuriating, as we had to use an application called MATLAB, and I already hate that due to fuck the Americans for making it. Whoever decided to make that, I hate you. It's so annoying to use. I cannot write 2x. I need to write 2 star x. It makes the same thing. 2x means 2 times x. If a calculator can do it, then why cannot MATLAB do it? You in MATLAB should have more resources and more programming put into it than a fucking calculator. Yet it doesn't. And that's the thing that is annoying me. And I'm gonna have a fucking assignment to do with that, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. Anyways, the other lecture was to do with logarithms. And let me tell you one thing, one of the questions my lecturer put up to test us if we know how to do logs was 4 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 3x. And if anyone can already see the future or use some hindsight, you can tell that it's gonna be a bitch to solve. Due to move a thing over to there, and the thing is, it is literally not a nice number. I will save you the effort of calculating it for yourself, and I'll tell you the answer. The answer is x equals minus 4.8188. I hate it. It requires a literal thought, multiple thoughts, to actually think of the answer and how to do it. It's literally annoying. Anyways, that's math for Tuesday. I also had computer architecture, of which we were delving into what is actually making up the entire computer. We have went over the processor, how there is an ALU, a arithmetic logic unit that does arithmetic and logic shit, and how the processor requires memory called RAM. And that's basically all I can remember from Tuesday. As on Friday, today, he carried on from where we left off, talking more about RAM and ROM. He really just mainly talked about RAM and ROM for an entire hour, just RAM and ROM. And he also had this massive question of more RAM. Does more RAM equals faster performance? Yes, it does, as the system knows by default that if it's more RAM, the operating system will use a certain percentage of it to run its processes, so that everything runs faster. For example, if you have 32 gigs of RAM, a bigger chunk of that RAM is going to be used by the operating system than if you were to have 8 gigs of RAM. It still uses the same percentage, give or take, but one has way more processors, being the 32 gigs, and the other one being smaller, but still the same percentage on the 8 gigs. So still, it is faster performance. And I'm over here with 40 gigs of RAM, which is a very odd number, and do not question why. If you do question, I will probably answer it in the comments below. Anyway, that's that. For Thursday, more about operating systems. Well, we were talking more about what would be asked, like deadlocks, what's threading and multi-threading, as primary and secondary memory, primary being, RAM, ROM, whatever, like along those lines, like somewhat volatile memory, and cache being like before primary memory, and secondary memory is more like hard drives, solid state drives, the things that we all install our games, our porn onto, like the normal stuff onto your hard drives. Anyway, that's and we of course did work onto our assignment further. We answered question 1 of our assignment, and throughout the weeks we'll be continuing to answer more of those questions every Thursday. Anyway, that's basically that. Oh yeah, I remember now. Tuesday, he did also talk about the motherboards, how is it slots and whatever. But the thing is, the one thing he did misinterpret is that motherboards have an integrated graphics card, well, a graphics chip. That is not really correct, as that is done by the processor itself, as the processor has... Nowadays, the processor has an integrated chip. To do like all the graphics and all that, like comparatively to the graphics card. But there might actually be one. I'm not too sure. I'm not really a tech genius. But to be fair, it would make some sense for it to be on the motherboard to make sure everything is indeed running, and that you can actually still see what the BIOS is trying to present onto the screen. Anyways, that's basically all that we have done. If there's any questions about anything, leave them down below. I'll make sure to answer them whenever I can. And yeah, that's everything from me. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoy your day or night, whatever it may be, and see you guys next time. Stay healthy, and peace.